Hey guys, what's up? This is Little Pickers, and today I wanted to share with you guys a quick guide on how to deal with Whis. I've noticed there are some people that have been having some issues with the character. He definitely is as I mentioned before, he's definitely a very good interpretation of how Whis is. Very good portrayal of Whis' character. He's very passive. He's not about being all up in your face like Broly was, who again would make sense because he's in this sort of berserk kind of state, right? With Whis, you want to be very technical, you want to be strategic, you want to think things through. So, for starters, I wanted to share with you guys which characters you would like to. This was just a little gimmick that I was doing. I wanted to first tell you guys about characters. Now, as you know, these characters, they all share some similarities, but it ultimately do have a very certain particularity to how you play with them. Example being Vegeta is a very key-oriented character, so an advantage he'll have is he can charge ki faster, in contrast with somebody like Goku, who's more combo focused, or same thing with Ultimate Gohan, or that's the point where I'm trying to get at. There are characters that work very well as zoners as well, like Tapion, characters that have sword related attacks. So for this part, I would say that you would want to choose a character that either has a heavy gut punch or rolling hammer in their set. Why is this? Because Whis has super armor, and it's a very complicated situation to try and stagger him when he has super armor. So I'm choosing Z Gogeta here because he has the rolling hammer, and I'm gonna think about Kid Buu. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and showcase this. So Vegeta has rolling hammer in his step-in, and Majin Buu has gut punch. These are really good tools to break through super armor. Alright, so first things first is you're gonna want to charge ki. He's gonna be moving around a lot. He's gonna be all about that passive gameplay. And as I mentioned in my first playthrough against this guy, that's complicated because this game is about reacting and being on your toes and just sort of letting your opponent have the first swing. So see, there I got. This is gonna be pretty much what you're gonna be dealing with until you beat this guy in advanced difficulty. So you want to go for it there. See, I broke out through his armor, and yeah, he's gonna be pulling out a lot of super counters. So that's one kind of advice I would give you, is try and respond them with your own super counters. That's gonna help you. Ouch. That's gonna help you practice and get the timing down right. I've had so many good streaks playing against this Whis. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention, you're seeing me sidestep here a lot, right? I'm not necessarily launching in against him. And the reason for this is because if you provoke Whis enough, and by that I mean try and launch some attacks. I'm gonna swap out here real quick. Try and launch some attacks, trying to get him to defend, to react to you. Because when you do that, it's more likely that when you step in, he's gonna try and attack you. You have to be on the lookout and react to that attack with the help of the invincibility frames that you get from sidestepping. And then that's when you go for your step-in attack. So let's see if okay. See, there he went for a low sweep, but I managed to react to it in time and move out of the way and go for the heavy gut punch. Now this is a very, I guess you could say it's a fun way to roleplay in the match, like you're generally training with Whis, but there is another practical approach to this. It's still gonna be a little bit difficult to land because Whis is going to be reacting to every single move you make. So, see, I sidestep there. You want to try and go for the grabs. There I messed it up. Damn it. This is a terrible showcase. I don't know what. It shouldn't be that difficult. There you go. And from there you just wanna. Okay, yeah, that was. Oh, come on. Okay, this is actually good. So, I didn't have ki. Let's swap out to Gogeta. I don't think I'm gonna be really finishing this, but I don't think I'm gonna be clearing this with all the because I'm prioritizing more showing you guys what's working for me. So okay, we're gonna want to keep our oh boy, yeah. So you want to be careful with that. Damn it, you want to be really careful with that, because what you want to do in that moment is oh, this is not gonna, yeah, this is not gonna go well. When he starts using that blast attack against you, you want to keep a very close eye on it, because if you have good timing with your vanishes, you can vanish out of that, do a dragon dash, and because Whis is still stuck in the animation with his blast attack, you're gonna be able to break through his armor and start your own attack. Now it is a little bit RNG if he's gonna pull out a super counter right away, as he did with me earlier, or if you're gonna be able to get in a long streak. Try to mess up his timing, you know, delaying your attacks, charging your heavy finishes and whatnot, so as to reduce the chances of Whis actually hitting you with the super counter. See? Oh boy. Okay, so when you reach a certain point in his health, he's gonna start using that blast attack that I was telling you about earlier. And that's when you get him in a loop. You vanish out of it, do a dragon dash, and you start your combo. He'll eventually, very soonish, you could say, there you go. Oh, damn it. There we go. Oh, okay, great. So he would send me he's always gonna reply to that, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Oh man. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I fumbled bad there. My bad. That was my B. Okay, damn it. So those delayed attacks work better if he's facing the other way, because he doesn't have a chance to block them. Damn it. Okay, so there we got a little bit of good health away from him. And as you... Oh, son of a... As you can see, I also got a buff. A very brief buff there. It's a little bit unclear still. Based on what they mentioned in the rules, it is going to be a lot of RNG based, pretty much. So... It's kind of difficult, but if you beat Whis in certain interactions, I've noticed that you do get those. For example, in a Vanish battle, if you get the better of him, you will get a buff. And if you manage to, they are stackable. So if you manage to, if you get lucky, actually, not if you manage, if you get lucky, all right, this is what we want, guys. Not, that's literally the first time he's ever done that to me. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, there we go. What was I talking about earlier? Alright, if you're lucky enough to beat him in several interactions, then you're gonna be able to stack up those. Ah, damn it. And this is the little that I was telling you about. This is basically what you want. It is gonna be easier if you're using a character with a lot of health. You know, fusion characters and whatnot. Because this strategy pretty much implies you letting Whis beat you. Not necessarily let him, but I say let because at the end of the day, these guys have like insane frame perfect reaction time. So it's really difficult to beat them in... It's really difficult to beat them in those Vanish and Super Counter Wars. I'm being very careful because, as you would imagine, Whis is buffed. Okay, so I missed the timing there, but at least I didn't get directly hit. Oh, damn it. So, as you can see, the sidestep is usually what's going to be working for me. There, I knew it. So, you vanish out of that, and it really is working, because look at his health bar. This is definitely something that you can actually manage with just one character also. I managed to do this with Beast Gohan earlier, so it is doable. The main thing is that your strategy does involve a little bit of investment. You getting a little, getting into situations where you know you're gonna be receiving damage. Cause, okay, and being careful he launches that attack. Cause the moment he does that, I think we're gonna be left with like 1 bar of health. Ah, damn it. Okay, I wanna try and not be too rash. Cause see, and that's the opportunity that we were looking for. I don't know how you might feel about this. It might feel I messed the timing there. It might feel like cheesy, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I think it's pretty much just adjusting yourself to the playstyle. Because again, if you try and charge in against this guy, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you are gonna be suffering a lot more to get things done. What the heck? Oh my god, I twitched there. And yeah. So yeah, keep a close eye, just reflect those key balls. Actually, I think it's good. Okay, so I think I just noticed something else, and if you switch between characters, it is gonna trigger Whis to use that. So that's gonna be a lot easier to get him into that loop. And there you go, guys. That's how you can deal with Whis. It's a strategy that's worked for me. Again, you can also use the grabs, but as you noticed, you might struggle a little bit, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just the one with the issue there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Fairly simple. I'm not saying you can't beat this with other characters. Obviously, if you wanna, I don't know, if you hate yourself, you can try and beat him with Hercule. Not sure why you would do that, but hey, to each his own, I guess. But with characters that have God Punch or the Rolling Hammer, you're gonna be having a little bit of a better time. Preferably Rolling Hammer, actually. Because Rolling Hammer does have the chance of placing Whis to move, make Whis look backwards, like turn him around, is what I'm trying to say. And as we know, you can't use revenge counters, and it's, as you saw earlier, it's easier to get combos off if your opponent's facing the other way, right? So Rolling Hammer might be a bit of a better tool for you there. Could be a double-edged sword and place Whis in front of you instead. But either way, you'll be able to get in some good damage and just play it out like that. Consider it also really good practice. I'll add some clips later of some interactions I had during my first attempts at the mission, and I was shocked at how many super counters I was getting. Maybe most year-round players can get this at a day's notice, but this is just to show you guys that this can actually be a really good opportunity for you to practice. If you actually want to look for other ways that you can challenge yourself. Choose characters that might not be very conventional to you. Think of weird fun gimmicks. I noticed that Goten is a very viable option against Whis because of his Ki Blast Cannon. Ki Blast Cannon can also stun him, but it's not as consistent because he might have a chance to block. But yeah, I think it's a very good opportunity for you to just practice in general, getting some skill, you know? So yeah, let me know down in the comment, guys, if this works for you, how do you feel about it, and if you can think of any other strategies. I think somebody mentioned that you could also use giants in this mission, that it makes it a little bit easier. Not sure about that. I've never really been good with giants. If you guys feel like trying that too, be my guest and let me know down in the comments if it worked for you. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Have a good one, guys, and stay safe. Bye-bye.